I want to first start by saying thank you all for joining in on the first edition of Thursday, Hersday. I came up with this idea because I wanted to show people, other people besides myself, that are having success with the Edworks business, and share some success stories. And I wanted to share them from all ranges. So from the ruby, from the emerald to the diamond to above. And today I'm very excited to have two people on that I know personally. Tiffany, who is part of my team, which is an Emerald leader. That's Tiffany Hudnall. And then I have Ashley Flores, which I met last October personally. And she is a diamond leader within Edworks. And I'm going to allow them to share their story with you all and ask a couple questions so you can really kind of see how the business has helped them, they hear their success story, and so forth. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to go over to Tiffany. Tiffany, you are first. I'm going to unmute you. Hey, Tiff, can you hear me?
Hey.
Okay.
I can see you.
Good seeing you too. I just saw you.
It's okay. I can see you every day.
Cool. So I want you to tell us a little bit about who you are, your family, whatever you want to share. Tell us something about you.
Okay, so I am a single mom of one. I have a 9-year-old named Pierre that keeps me extremely busy day in and day out. I have been at the company I work for 11 years. I am a area car sales manager of an enterprise dealership location right here in Marlow Heights. That's all it. That's
okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So tell us, when did you start your business with Edworks, and what was your reasoning for it?
I started August 26th last year, so just a year in. So far, so good.
Congrats.
I was a customer for a whole year. And I was trying these products, and I was like, oh, these products are great. Like, they're nice. Like, they're working. And every time somebody would ask me what was I using to lose weight, I was like, oh, you should call my friend Kim because she can help you. So I was, like, sending Kim all of these customers just because in the back of my mind, I never thought that this was something I wanted to do. I only really just essentially wanted to lose weight. And then I went on vacation with my girlfriends, and I came home. And the very next day I had to go to work. After being on a cruise for a whole week, the very next day I'm like back at work. And I'm sitting at my desk and I was like, this can't be life. I can't have to work 10 hours like the day after I land on like from a plane. And I just like text Kim and was like, hey, I'm ready to join. And she's like, huh? What? I'm confused. And I was like, yeah, can I call you right now? Like, how do I switch my account from a loyal customer to a DT? And she's like, okay. Can you talk now? I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that when I'm at work, but let me step outside. And then I just did it. Like, I just was watching Kim, and I was just like, I work 10 hours every day. Like, this can't be life. Like, I can't have to do this. And I've been doing this, like I said, for 11 years.
Right.
10 hours a day, 6 days a week. That's a lot.
So I tell a lot of people that as Edworks distributors, we are glorified customers. And you pretty much said it. You started off as a customer. You tried our products. You got results from our products. And then you saw the success of Kim, which kind of, geared you towards wanting to join the business so that you can kind of get some freedom. And that's kind of the underlying message I hear from a lot of people is that they want that freedom. They want to be able to do some things that they aren't able to do when they are working 10-hour days like you're doing. Right. So tell us a little bit about your success. You've been in for a year. Let us know what's going on.
So when I first started, I was like extra pumped. Like, I'm like staying up late. I'm getting up early. And I'm like, okay, I got to find a way to work this business. Like, all these people that are successful are like stay-at-home moms. Like, they don't have a job during the day. So when am I going to find time to do all these same things in a shorter amount of time? So I was just getting up early, staying up late, and then just working my business that way. So I would message people in the morning and then reply to them in the afternoon. Like I was just kind of bouncing back and forth. And then I was like, I have to find time. Like I just had to fit it in my day. So then I started giving myself like a lunch break, because before I never even had a lunch break. So I'll go sit in my car for an hour in the middle of the day and make calls and do follow-up. And then I just kept pushing. And I knew I needed to, if I wanted to have It Works to help me be able to at some point leave my job, I knew I couldn't just stay like an executive or Ruby, if just based on the amount of money I'm already making and the bills I already have. So I knew I had to get higher. So I just had to figure out how I was going to get higher. And then with the help of yourself and Kim and kind of giving me guidance, helped me understand that I had to find time to make the time. If I wanted to be successful, I had to find the time. And I just started getting up early and staying up late.
In your journey, when did you go Ruby?
I went Ruby we went to conferences in February. So I went Ruby in March and then Emerald in April.
Okay. So for anybody that doesn't know, as a Ruby leader, we make about $599 a month. And then as an Emerald, it's about $1,000 to $1,100 a month. So that's really good money to bring in when you're only doing this part-time. So being an Emerald leader, how is the business helping you as far as the finances, emotionally growing? Just give us a little bit about that.
So I have never been less stressed in my life since I started like with It Works, which some people think it's crazy. I still work 10 hours, but the amount of support that you get and the amount of self-development that is explained to you that you need to help grow. Like I never got any of those things before. So all of these books that everybody is saying, hey, check this out, read this, is just helping me be a better person. That I was 11 years in with a company and no one said, pick up a book about self-development. So like, it just helped me be a happier person. Even at like my regular job, people notice that I'm not as snappy. Like, I'm just like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We can get it, work it out. Like, yay. Like, I'm like the happy Nancy in my office. I'm like, oh, it's okay. No big deal.
Now, I like hearing that. Not only does the business help you financially, but it helps you grow as a person.
Yes.
And I think that's so important that we grow as people, and to be able to say that It Works helps with that, that's amazing. That's really good. And I love hearing that from people. So let me look. So if you were talking to somebody that was on the fence about joining this business, what would you tell them?
The first thing I would say is that you have to become uncomfortable to get comfortable. And they're not going to jump the fence until they are completely uncomfortable. And then as soon as you get to a point where you're like, this is going to help me, like, I never had the point where it was like, oh, my electricity is going to be cut off, or, oh, I don't have groceries. But I got to a point where I was like, I just missed my son grow up. He's 9.
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep missing all of these things that's going on with him. Like, even prime example today, back to school night, I missed it. Like, I was at work, so I had to send my grandmother to back to school night. She don't know what to ask. She has no clue. But like, I don't like him not to have a presence of someone in his family at these functions. But like, I had to get to a point where I was fed up with not wanting to miss stuff. So you have to get to a point where you're just completely uncomfortable, and then you just jump out because you don't know, you're already uncomfortable. So jumping into this business for this $99 could make you comfortable, but you don't know if you don't jump out there. This could be the best thing ever, and you're already uncomfortable. So how is this going to make you any more uncomfortable? You're already to a point, you're already at that point. So I'm real big on trying something new. Like, that's my new thing. It's like, let's figure out a way to do stuff new. So if you've always been doing things one way and that's not getting you the result that you want, then let's try something new. Try this business. Business is helping thousands of people. Like, when I joined this business, I had no clue the magnitude of the number of people that were a part of this business until I went to conference. And then to hear other people outside of Kim and Ronnie talk about how successful they were, I was like, oh, this is crazy. These people are just like me. Like, I can make six figures. Like, it's not just one person making six figures. Like, there's multiple people doing this. Like,
right.
I can do this. So, like, just, they have to get uncomfortable to be in a comfortable situation.
All right. Well, I'm glad you got uncomfortable and rocking out this business so far. One last question. It's a fun one. To me, it is, what is your favorite product that you use?
Oh, my gosh. So I've been on this weight loss journey forever. I'm real consistent for a month, and I'll be like, let me get the Lido's chicken buffalo pizza. So I am that person that's like, if I don't have my ThermoFit and my Fat Fighters in my purse, I am lost for the day.
Right.
Like, I need those two every day.
So real quick, let us know what the ThermoFit and Fat Fighters do for you.
So my ThermoFit is going to help boost my metabolism, give me some energy to get through this 10-hour day that I have. And my Fat Fighters is going to help fight these carbs because I'm going to eat them cheddar biscuits because it's a Red Lobster around the corner from my office.
No, what I like about this is that you're being real. Like, we're not perfect people. None of us are perfect. A lot of us are still working on ourselves. So I like for people to know that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have the perfect body. You don't have to have the perfect skin to be an Edwards distributor. Like I said, we're glorified customers, and we're always working on ourselves, and our products are just that amazing that help with that. So, right. Tiffany, I am so thankful to have you on my team, and I'm thankful that you actually came on and shared your story. And thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem, girl. So we're going to move on to Miss Ashley Danielle Flores. Give me a second, guys. Hey, Ash.
Hey, do y'all see me over here fighting a toddler?
Yes, but you know what? I'm glad you are with your babies, because a lot of people think that we are single with no kids and partying all day. And a lot of us have children.
This is real life. If you are not watching the Zoom and you called in, you are missing a show, because my son is all in this.
Well, when I have this up, they'll definitely see what really goes on. Surprisingly, my kids are not.
Real quick. Y'all want to know why I only have one child bothering me and not two? Look, real quick. Hold on. iPad.
Look, my daughter has my phone now.
Okay.
So I met Ashley face to face. I've seen her through Facebook for a while, but I met her face to face in last October when we went to the Ruby retreat. And when I saw her and I was talking to her, I knew she was about her business, and she was serious about this. So I'm so excited to have her on so that she can share her journey. Just real quick, she is currently a diamond leader, and I know she's about to hit double diamond very soon. So before I give all your info out, I want you to share with everybody who you are, your life, well, not your life story, but what you want to share. I know, right?
I mean, my son is literally in the back. He's like tearing up my box that we got from the one conference, the little black box. He's standing on it. I don't understand. But yeah, my name is Ashley. I live in Alabama. I love it here. I tell people whatever Southern stereotype you have, like, I'm all of that. So I love being from the South. Love it. And I am a newly single mom, and I'll get more into that part of my story later when I tell my work story. But I have a 1-year-old. I have a 2-year-old. I have a master's degree, you know, if you know, whatever that means. But I went through that whole, you know, college track with life, and I come from a very, very close family, and I come from a family with a lot of health problems. So I grew up being around lots of people who were always sick. And I was that one freak of nature kid that was not really sick. I just have asthma, but you know, everybody else has everything. And I was a customer first with It Works. And that's kind of how I stumbled upon it, and I'll get into that when you ask me some more questions. But at the current time, I am a professional blogger, whatever that means. I tell people all the time, whatever you think that means, that's what it means. And I'm writing a book right now. So
awesome. So when did you start your business, and what was your reasoning for it?
Okay, well, I like I said, first I was a customer. I was introduced to the greens first through a girl I went to college with. She's a personal trainer, so usually anything she said health related, like I trusted anyway. I'm like, whatever. Because she was a personal trainer, she knew what she was talking about. If she told us to all of a sudden start eating, don't eat the inside of the orange but eat the peel, I'm like, all right. But I was in my second trimester with my daughter, and all of a sudden I developed an aversion to leafy green vegetables. Not sure where it came from. And at that time I loved green smoothies, like loved them, and just ate relatively healthy. I really did. And I also could not take prenatal vitamins. They made me sick. So there I was in my second trimester, could not eat green vegetables, could not take my prenatal vitamins, exhausted anyway because I was creating a human. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just so much going on. And she posted a picture holding up this packet of this stuff called greens. And the only thing I saw on there was the word green and energy. I saw nothing else. I didn't know what else they did. I didn't need details. I just knew I was tired and I needed green vegetables. So energy and greens was where it was at. She came and brought me a sample, and I drank some. And within about 20 minutes after, she hadn't made it home yet, I felt so much better. And I mixed it with some orange juice, and I felt so much better. And I called her back and was like, whatever it is you have to do to get this to my house, like, where do I need to go? What's the site? I was whatever. And I drank greens, ever since. So, fast forward, that was 2013. Fast forward March of 2015. Unfortunately, I found myself going through a divorce, and I was about 8 months pregnant with my son. And, by March, he was here by the time I launched my business. When I launched my business, he was 2 weeks old. And I was on my couch, launched and I took a picture that day. I'm going to, just so I can have that picture, when I'm an ambassador one day, and I can say, hey, this was the picture from the day, when I launched my business. But I have been seeing a friend of mine, one of my friends, through social media. We've never met in person still to this day, my sponsor, and we love each other like family, like really like family. And, excuse me, sir. Thank you. And I called her and told her that I just needed some more information about this business, because she had put up a post on Facebook that she and her husband had bought a new bedroom set for their daughters. And I was like, wait a minute, you making like buy bedroom furniture money? Like, what is this? Like bedroom furniture isn't cheap. And I was on maternity leave with my son, but since my kids are so close together, I wasn't getting paid for my maternity leave. I had just used up all my maternity leave. And I don't know if any of y'all know that, but if you just had maternity leave and you have it again, like, they don't pay you. They just can't legally fire you. So that's it. So, I needed a way to make some money. I was telling her, I'm like, I just got my last paycheck the Friday after he was born. I don't have another paycheck coming for 2 months. And daycare was $500 for my daughter. And I knew eventually I would need 2 kids in daycare. So I didn't know what I was going to do. And I saw she posted something about $1,000 Ruby bonus, because it was $1,000 at that time. I'm like, okay. And I Googled a bunch of YouTube videos. I saw what a chart looked like. Like, she didn't really have to spend a lot of time training me. I had, like, trained myself. And, okay. You can get it. I don't know. But I went ahead and launched 2 weeks after he was born. That was March 27th, I believe. And I did, within my first 60 days or so, first 30 days, I made about $600.
Awesome.
And y'all, hold on just a minute. I'm so sorry.
No, it's cool.
Okay.
So while she's taking care of business, I wanted to kind of touch bases on something that stuck out while she was talking. Her sponsor, she's never met her sponsor before. And I think that's so important, because a lot of people may be disencouraged about joining because the person they want to join with is not in their city, and they're afraid that they won't be able to learn.
Yeah, no.
That's so not true. Like my team is tons of people that don't live in Richmond, but we get together in situations like this. We do Zooms, we do conference calls. So don't feel like you can't join because you don't know somebody in your city that's doing this. You see somebody online that's rocking it out and you feel like can help you, by all means, get in contact with them and see what can happen, because Ashley is doing it and tons of us are doing it and not seeing our sponsors face to face every day.
Yeah, my sponsor is in San Diego, California. Like I said, I am at the very bottom of Alabama, like 2 steps from the beach. So we are so far from each other. We've never been able to make it to an It Works conference at the same time together. And still haven't met, but we talk all the time. Like when our commissions posted today, I text her. She's the first person I text to say, hey, I got a raise. Like I was excited.
Right.
So, but anyway, like I said, I made about $600 my first 30 days from rap parties, because when I launched my business, first of all, I was broke. When I say I was broke, I was extra broke. Like I had no paycheck coming in, had already spent my last paycheck, had gotten the last one. Me and my ex-husband were not speaking with each other. It was some other financial stuff that had happened that I had like no money in the bank. I had about $8.
I know that.
I actually used my grandmother's credit card, and I told her, I said, okay, it's this business. They said I can launch this business. It comes with these 4 wraps. She had no idea what a wrap was, but she just took my word for it. And if I sell those 4, when I get the $100 back, I'll give you your money right back. Not only did she let me buy a kit, she let me boost my kit.
Wow.
So I sold everything except the greens and the lip and eye cream that came with my boost and everything within about 3 weeks. I sold everything.
Wow.
So that's how I was able to pay for daycare and just pay for gas and pay for life, because I didn't really know what I was going to do. And then within my first 60 days, I did go Ruby and got, I earned that $1,000 bonus. And it just kind of took off from there. I realized what I had in my hands very quickly. And I think the key to being successful in this business is to really fully understand what you have in your hands. I had never experienced anything like this. I went to school for journalism. And that was my only dream. I was going to be a journalist. I was going to be, Soledad O'Brien when I became a big girl, and that was it. And once I realized that I could still write like I love to write, I could still travel like I love to travel, and I didn't have to go into more debt trying to get like a PhD. I didn't have to start at the bottom of the corporate world, which takes forever to climb up, whereas I start at the bottom of this business and, only have a few more steps to be at the top, which I plan to do like within the next 2-3 years. You know what I mean? 2 years, as opposed to starting from the bottom to the top of journalism. That's like a 15-20 year thing that you do.
Right.
So fast forward, that was last summer in the spring when I went Ruby. And then my team just kind of grew. I use social media a lot, and my team, like yours is all over the country. I have customers internationally. The internet's a wonderful thing, you guys. And March of this past year, I was actually able to promote to Emerald and Diamond within the same month, and I got $22,000 in bonuses.
Yes. So the money is real, you guys. Like she just told you she earned $22,000 in bonuses. Not to toot my own horn, but just so people can hear. Look at the babies. I got the $20,000 bonus too. So the money is real. The money is out there. You just have to go out here, and I think the common theme of this whole thing is get uncomfortable. Like both Ashley and Tiffany were in uncomfortable situations, and they were like, I have to do something different. So take your uncomfortableness and run for it. Do something that's going to help you. And this business is clearly helping a lot of people make some changes and live a better life. So now that we're talking about that, tell how this business has changed your life so far.
Oh, wow. Besides the fact, like, can you kind of wrap your head around $22,000? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I actually last month was able to fully start working from home. So I was able to take my children completely out of daycare. Hey, here's the other one. Completely out of daycare. Felicity, say hello. Hello. All right. And now, you know, we're home. I took them down to a half-day program that they just go to 2 days a week. And I'm able to do more. Like I said, I love to write, and I was never able to finish my book. And now I'm able to do that. If my kids don't feel good, I don't have to force them to go to daycare because I got to go to work. Or if for some reason I'm at work and they got sick, I don't have to worry about staying home with them because I'm losing money now. You know, you're like, okay, I got to stay home with my kid, but now I don't get paid for it today because I didn't have any sick time or something like that. I don't have those kind of stress. Like Tiffany said earlier, I'm so less stressed out because just, you know, life is just kind of flowing. It's not like everything is perfect, but I have such a strong community of women, you know, and men behind me, supporting me, rooting me on, people who have absolutely no stake in my business. Like Ashley has no, if I go double diamond this month, she benefits in no way financially, except the fact that she just saw another one of her sisters in Christ, you know, reach a goal. And that's it. And I love that. And I'm, you know, it's been so great just transitioning from being, you know, married to being single. I've had people, you know, support us in that way. And it's just been a blessing overall. And now I'm able to help other people. Actually, one of my personal enrolled distributors, she also became a stay-at-home mom today.
Awesome.
Her work was today. So it's been great.
Yes, good. So real quick, what would you tell that person that is still on the fence about joining our business?
Just do it. Like, you cannot give me one logical rebuttal about why you're waiting, whatever it is. If you're saying you don't have the money or you don't have the time, I didn't have the money either. If you're saying you don't have the time, I was working 40 plus hours a week with 2 small children under the age of 2. I have no idea what you're talking about when you're saying you don't have time. If you're saying you're not in perfect health, neither was I. If you're saying, you know, all kinds of things, I don't know everything about the company. I still don't know everything about every product. And I mean, they help train us so that if somebody call about a product that I haven't used yet, I can just look it up. Or I can ask another business partner, hey, have you guys used this? There's no reason to not give yourself this opportunity to at least try.
Right. Well, Ash, I'm so thankful that you were able to get on today. Congratulations on everything. And I know I'll be seeing you soon. Thanks again. So I hope that you all enjoyed our first Thursday Hersday with our guests, Tiffany Hudnall and Ashley Danielle Flores. Just listening to them both, I see them all the time, but actually hearing them is more inspiring for me because I love that they talked about how uncomfortable they were. And it's a lot of us out here right now that are uncomfortable and not doing anything about it, but staying uncomfortable. And I'm just a firm believer and lover of this business and know that we are in such amazing business that helps us to get uncomfortable. So if you're watching this and you have any additional questions, get with your distributor and let them help you walk through your fears, your doubts, and get uncomfortable and join us in this business and just live your dreams or just get you that extra income that you may need. Yes, it is being recorded, Aisha, and I will make this available for all the distributors that are on so that they can continue to share this with your people that you know that need to be in this business. So again, thank you all for joining in. We will be doing this every Thursday, and I'm so excited about this. Thanks again, Tiffany and Ashley, and we will catch you all later. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.